Welcome in, everyone, to this week's Five Aside, the show where we discuss 5 things aside from the most recent Five Stripes match. My name is Glenn Paisan, and today we are discussing 2026 kits and also a little season preview since we're about to kick off. Crazy enough, in a week, less than a week, the MLS season starts, and some teams are already playing in CONCACAF. Not us, though, because, well, let's not talk about last year. Let's just, like... sunshine, beautiful mind. What was it? The eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. That and just
spotless mind. There you go.
Wipe that away. And let's talk about this here. Let's talk kits and our new roster. Joining me tonight to help break all this down is a woman who is just skating by. It is Jennifer Taylor. Hello, Jennifer.
I see what you did there.
I
see what you did there.
Are you enjoying?
And y'all are lucky that I have already watched my live recording of the pair short today, and I bothered to get away from Olympic TV to come and do this.
Where is your quad god now? That was sad. That was genuinely sad about Ilian and how that has gone. But are you enjoying, apart from that, are you enjoying your Olympics?
It's been, you know what? It's been an Olympics because the Olympics are such a weird competition. Yeah. Like, you just never know what you're going to see. Yeah. There's been some really incredible stuff, and there's been some really questionable stuff. There's been controversy. There's been, all kinds of drama, which, my sport is great about. I do want to give a mad shout out to Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier, the bronze medalists from Canada in the ice dance. I was not happy with the ice dance results. There was a lot to unpack there, and I'm not going to waste everybody's time with it. But if you didn't watch Glitter and Gold on Netflix, highly recommend it. In a nutshell, the program that Piper and Paul skated was a tribute to Piper's mom because they revisited a program that they had done years ago that they brought back because this is the one that they wanted for the most meaningful skate of their lives. And when they were choreographing it, originally Piper's mom got diagnosed with brain cancer and never saw her skate that program live. So then they went out and absolutely had like just the skate of their careers to win the bronze medal because there was a lot of upset apple carts this season in dance with pairs being placed all over the place and new pairs coming in and like blowing the whole world around, which just is not something that historically happens in dance. So anyway, their program made me cry. I've watched it 17 times now and I cry every single time because it's just so full of love and joy. The entire Canadian broadcast team was in tears talking about it. And so was Johnny Weir. So yeah, if you go watch one piece of skating, go watch a video of Piper and Paul skating to Vincent. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I'll shut up now. You don't want to hear this.
The skating pod that we're going to drop eventually is going to hit like crack. Like cracked ice crack. I tried to make the joke work, it didn't. Also joining tonight is a woman who let me get through an intro. How about that? And is also looking the freshest out of any of us with the new Atlanta United merch. Peep the jacket. If you are not watching the video version of this, it looks very, very nice. The white and a little bit of green. Like, it's just, I love the script. I love the font of Atlanta. It's Amy Anna Marie. Hi, Amy. You're looking good. That's nice.
Thank
merch.
you.
The merch looks really, really nice this drop. We've had a lot of merch drops. This one's good.
Yeah, no, I am a fan. We're going to talk about the kit, but you got to see it in person. If you're a little skeptical, definitely go see it in person. The little details. Every year, I swear it comes out and I'm mad about it. And then I see it in person and the little details make all the difference. No difference this year. And yeah, I needed to get a little something new for the wardrobe. Saging the old closet, getting all the demons out, just doing all new fresh threads.
We still need to go and burn that Yakimakis kid.
That's what I'm saying, man. I got a whole closet full of stuff that doesn't fit anyway.
Yeah, stuff has piled up. We could have a burn party. Let's hope it's this year.
Perhaps we could just steam it with an iron and just slowly peel off, the letters one by one. It'll be like getting a tattoo removed. You do a little bit at a time, and it's ultimately more painful than when you got it the first time and more expensive.
That woman's
voice.
The
amazing Cheryl has offered to try to take the old
Yeah.
Yuckamuckus off the kit.
Yuckamuckus.
But,
That's his name forever and always now, Amy. Thank you for that. Yuckamuckus.
I can't believe I haven't thought of it earlier. Brilliant.
Wow, that's like so perfect.
out with the old, in with the new.
That other woman's voice you hear is the OG. You love her. You still love her. Can't hate her. It's Kat. She's here. She's back.
She's back.
Can't see her. She's making the cat sounds. In a surprisingly good mood for having just watched a goal trickle in from 50 yards against your team.
You forget, since then, there have been 2 more wins, including
True.
a pretty substantial FA Cup tie against Brighton, okay? So thank you very much.
Yes, you beat up on Brighton. Well done.
Hey, we can't beat up on Brighton.
I was going to say, who hasn't been beating up on anyone, though?
We beat up on Chelsea beat up on Hull City, so you know.
Jennifer knows who I'm talking about. It's okay. You know who Tottenham have been beating up on? Managers.
That's true. And your new manager, per Fabrizio Romano, is in a private jet on the way to London. So
I have
he's on
no
his way,
idea. Hold on. I have to tell you what Tom Schreck, friend of the pod, Tom Schreck, said about this. Because he figured it out, and he described the manager, who I've never heard of, as the one Croatian whose name doesn't end with an ich.
Wow.
Okay.
let me just point out real quick before we jump to the kits now that all of Amy's worst fears have come to fruition, have been realized. Before we hit the record button proper on this, she was so scared that we were going to get into skating and EPL talk, and both of those things have happened. I'm so sorry, Amy. Let's move into kits.
I'm sorry, Amy.
Let's move into kits, and Amy's going to kick this off. We are going to do our sticking with the 5 theme. We were going to do our 5 top kits for each of us, and Amy is going to kick this thing off. Start with number 5. Yeah. What you got?
Well, I'm glad that you said at the top of this hour that I'm looking good
Look great.
and thus can make some good clothing decisions, because historically, my taste has been apparently questionable. So,
Okay.
we're gonna kick this thing off.
All right. What you got?
Never.
I'm just gonna say that I think my number 5.
Mm-hmm.
And please don't hate me for saying this out loud. I hate myself enough as it is.
Oh, that's okay.
I actually like the Orlando Shitty kit. It's
Okay.
bright effing yellow. It's bold.
The look on Jennifer's face.
Lion sublimation.
The
I
look on
hate
Kat's
myself
face.
for not hating it.
Do you know how many people are going? Okay, number 1, yellow is not in anybody's color wheel.
I know.
Like, it's just not.
I know. It's like a sunshine.
No one's
It's
going to look good
Well,
wearing
no,
that kit.
there are a few.
Yeah,
teams
especially
that
not
do it.
all the pasty ass people in Florida.
Yellow does not go with jorts.
No,
but,
it
you know,
just washes you out even further.
There's a few teams that pull it off. I think Wolves do a good yellow kit, to be honest with you, over in the EPL. But okay, I don't hate the kit. It's not a top one for me, but nor is it like at the bottom. You know? So I think that's fine. You're okay. What do you got for number 4?
Yeah, so I think number 4, I'm hoping, is a little bit better. I actually really like the where did I write that down? I actually really like the San Jose tie-dye kit.
Yeah, what was the name of that one? Is it the Dead Kit? Is it?
It's
yeah,
the Dead Kit, I
think. The Dead Kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was different. You know, there are a couple like kits that were kind of plain, and I don't know. I like what San Jose's got going on. I think they're trying to like reinvent themselves a little bit and just kind of lean into something, and
San
I like
Jose's
it.
had some good kits.
Yeah.
Last year's kit was great too, with the color blocky historical stuff that was like with the club on it and the punk rock band that does their theme song and all that stuff.
San Jose's a
yeah,
good shot.
I'm with you on that one, Amy. It's a good kit.
show.
I like it.
Yeah, I did like that one. That's not on either of my lists as far as like worst or best. The only thing is like have so many tie-dyes and having been totally immersed in that about 18 months ago, I just wish it was a little bit more vibrant. Like,
that's fair.
A
if
little
you're
more
gonna
pop.
do like a Dead Kit,
Okay.
it ought to have been honestly fucking rainbow. Like a rainbow spiral would have been absolutely amazing. I realize that's more like the Pride Kit, and I see opportunities here, San Jose, but or I'm sorry, San Diego. But it could be just make it pop just a little bit. They use kind of muted colors. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go tie dye, go like
Yeah.
big vibrant colors.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
There's
I
so
mean,
many
I don't think
possibilities.
that's an unfair
Hard to
criticism.
recreate though.
I don't mind it.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
liked that in a way, I kind of liked that it was muted because it was a little different. Like it's an unexpected tie dye, and I think that
It's actually on my list too, and oh my god, Amy, we are going to overlap. Can you believe
Oh, I
it?
can't.
Oh
I
my
thought
gosh,
we would
I got
be, I
one.
thought we'd be totally different. What's your number 3?
It's really hard because there are actually a number of kits that I like. But I think for number 3, I'm gonna go with the NYCFC kit.
Good job.
Um, I know that it.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
I just said, yep.
Yeah. I like it a lot. I like the design. I think it's a really nice color. I think the color scheme in general is nice. It's very like you could wear it anywhere. It's classic. And then the design is just really pretty. And I think they were saying it was a nod to welcoming the world, the 5 boroughs, and some other stuff
Do
that
you think
was
it's too busy?
I
You know what I mean?
haven't seen it in person, so it's hard to say, but
Okay.
I like it. I think that you can get away with that with it being a black and that dark blue.
Okay.
I don't know how busy it'll actually like how much that sublimation really pops.
Yeah, like
I've
how much
never
would
been
that
a-
play on, depending on where you're watching it from,
True.
even if it's on the field versus your television, how much of that will even really play? It'll mostly just be blurred out, kind of, if you're watching it on a big screen, I think, it'll.
Yeah, it
but
might be
it's
one of
still a
those
good
kits
color
that looks
combination.
different on TV versus in person, like a dramatic difference.
be.
It could, but it's a good shout.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
What you got?
It's a hard call because I do like a lot of the kits, like I said, but I think for me personally, the number 2, and I'm just gonna, I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm picking intentionally not the ones that I think that are gonna be the number ones, because I just want to be different. But but I do actually really like the SKC kit. Like
18th,
on my list.
18th and Vine? Yeah.
On my list
yeah,
too.
yeah, I like the 18th and Vine.
Nice.
Look
Not
at that.
controversial at all, Amy.
Hey! Wait till you hear my
Look at
number
you, Amy.
1.
You do have taste. Don't doubt yourself.
I know, right? You
Give
know,
her a break. Come on.
okay, all right. I'm feeling good about this, guys.
All right,
Yes.
number 1.
You.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say for the record that I'm assuming we're not ranking the Atlanta United kit
Oh, no,
because
we
all
can.
love
It's
the
in
Atlanta
there.
United
It's a kit.
You can if you want. I'm not like
Okay.
I think it's great, but not in my top 5.
Okay.
Because for purposes of this list,
Okay.
this is probably my most controversial one based on what I've seen the internet say. But I still like it a lot. I like the Houston Dynamo kit.
It's on my
I
list too.
think that the idea of leaning into the NASA mission control, the satellite image of the streets, the heat map, the difference in the colors, not having that god awful highlighter orange, like actually sort of a quality color scheme from the Dynamo. That one stood out to me because they've had some absolutely horrendous kits, and I thought,
They have.
you know what?
It's been plain and boring, and
I
God,
thought they
so
did
orange.
well this time.
All right.
So,
Cool.
yeah, I think that's going to be, I'm going to put that as my top 5.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm not going to bother with honorable mentions because I'm going first and you guys are going to cover them. And if we don't,
Probably,
we'll
yeah.
talk later.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's move it along.
Let's do it. Am I doing my bottom 5 too or just the top?
No, let's just do the top. Let's keep it
All right,
positive
cool.
here. We're going into this
Let's do it.
season
I
with
like
hope
it.
and optimism and positivity.
I'm on board.
I have a feeling that a lot of us will probably have very similar bottom kits.
Probably. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
seeing as
Boring.
I'm going second here.
Go ahead.
I think there's going to be we're going to find that there's going to be some overlap, but there's also going to be some very stark contrast in a couple of areas. But I couldn't do just a top 5 because I almost kind of categorized them because there seemed to be some that were themed, and it was themed but in different ways. Okay. So my number 5 is actually a 3-way tie, and I did it for best pattern. Okay. Because
Best pattern. So you've
know,
done the
because so
Oscars
it's
route.
Cincinnati because their pattern is I think it was
Your
really
pattern
good.
makes my eyes bleed.
Well, I like the way that it framed their their logo because,
Okay.
in contrast to what I have already sort of mentioned, were and it's the 7 hills of Cincinnati. So it's I do like that pattern.
Okay.
It could have been way worse, like the way that they trust
Could
me.
always
And
be
obviously,
worse.
we know that
It
there
could
are
have been way
patterns.
worse. It was on the border for me, Kat. Like, I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I tied it.
Yeah, I
with
think
my
the
other
meaning
2.
behind it kind of helps it, but I
Mhm.
feel like they maybe could have been a little bit more intentional with
Maybe.
the 7 peaks. But,
Right.
whatever.
So the reason why I ranked it there at 5 is because I also wanted to give the other 2 patterns that I loved, which was the Timbers and LAFC with their Art Deco. I actually think it's fucking dope. I hate, I may not love LAFC, obviously, but they have a very Art Deco-y color scheme going on. And the Timbers, I didn't love it until I zoomed in and I went, oh, there it is. I couldn't see it.
The color.
No, the color scheme isn't great. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to wear puke on my.
Which is why I like that's why I couldn't rank it anywhere higher than
that. Kit looks like somebody went to Baskin Robbins and ate way too much mint chocolate ice cream.
Sure. Hey, I love mint chocolate chip. It's my favorite.
I do too, but coming back up, it ain't as pretty.
Yeah, I hear
number
that.
4?
So,
all right,
so number 4. Yeah, number 4 for me is the first overlap with Amy, which is that Houston kit, because and I didn't compare it. I didn't line it up with anything else. It doesn't have a tie for me. I think that it's original. It does a very good they do a very good job of sort of paying homage to their city, which is what my number 3, which was Sporting and NYFC did, which was paying homage to their cities, and really kind of like we started to do with our Phoenix, with the Phoenix kit and everything like that, like kind of like bringing that out. The only thing I'm going to say, like with Houston's, was that they kind of had like the city streets kind of thing. And I'm like, didn't Footy Mob do that like 10 fucking years ago? Like we did it first, we did it best kind of situation, but I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to take credit. I didn't design it. Number 2 for me, and this was honestly, it could have been number 1 if we weren't ranking our kit, but number 2 for me is Minnesota. Their
interesting
texture with the wings, and just because I want to give every shout out possible to Minnesota for everything that they've been going through, and it's just a great kit.
It does look good.
Have never. Really
it's in my honorable mentions, 100%.
Yeah,
it's not the best kit
Minnesota
they've ever had, but it's good.
Mini hits a lot.
They hit a lot. Really, when you look at it, you've got that plumage essentially for like, and they've really leaned into the loon, as their mascot and logos and all of those things. I just think it's dope.
The only I get what they were trying to do with the sash thing, with the dark diagonal sash. Like I get it. I don't like it. I don't like the sash breaking everything up. I wish that they had kept and I know that they had to do, they were kind of revisiting. It was like their 10-year kit or whatever that they're revisiting.
Yep.
I get that they needed to do it differently than they did it the first time around.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's the choice I would have made.
Yeah.
I might have gone more of a circle or like galaxy style splat design with their northern lights and their astronomy.
Right.
But they already did that. They did their Aurora Borealis kind of deal.
Yeah,
I know. So I get it. It's just also, for me, the sash, I don't know. And I would love to, I don't know that I see any other club actually making a sash work except Galaxy.
And the Galaxy is the classic, and that's the Galaxy's even this year's is sort of their old reliable, but it works.
Well,
for their
trying to make sure they highlighted that 6 stars, guys.
Just to drop a little tease.
Well, we would too. I mean,
exactly.
Just to drop a little tease, there might be one other club pod out there that might make a sash work. I'll leave it at that. Sash could work.
I love the OG All Stripes kit with the rainbow sash.
Oh, yeah.
It was a brilliant piece of design. All due respect, Footy's put out some great kits. TL finally
I have that one.
TL finally put out a kit this year. It's a very solid design. Yep. But that OG All Stripes kit is literally the one I kick myself for never having.
This TL kit?
Yeah.
Yes, that TL kit.
All right, number 1.
And so, yeah, I put our kit at number 1. I don't care. I do not care that the shorts are white and that we're gonna really see some interesting bulges come, June and July.
Why would anybody?
Are the shorts
say
really
like
white? Did I miss
big?
that?
They're
Lighting
really
was so
white.
bad at the
They're
kid
they're
event, I
actually
couldn't
white.
Well,
they're not cream.
But before,
No, no, they're cream. But I mean, come on.
Okay.
It's what kind of
At
cream
some
do we want
point
to
in time,
see
it's
there?
going to rain, and at some point in time, that's going to make every
That's what I'm saying. It's
Atlanta
like,
fan that
there's gonna
appreciates
be.
eyes have an even better time watching.
All right, I'm
the
pushing the
match.
family-friendly button.
if ever there was a time
I
for
didn't say
Tito,
anything rude.
if ever there was a
Never.
time for Tito to come back to the club,
I know. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of black undershorts. You know what I mean? Like, whatever.
Tata's back, so
for me-
thighs are
for
back.
me,
Is that what
it's
we're...
Anybody, and I'm Glenn, you're not an Atlanta native. You weren't here in 96. I was 12, okay? Now I know that's going to make Angel feel a little bit not
Shut
so
up!
great.
What about me? I worked at the '96 games.
Well, so
damn
did
it.
she. Angel posted another Angel, obviously friend of the pod and with Footy Mob and everything. Angel posted some really great memorabilia photos from when she worked the Olympics in 96, and it just brought me back because in 96 I was still playing ball and I was loving it so much, and I was determined after going to the softball events, which was its first year ever in the Olympics. I was inspired. I said, I'm going to be the youngest to ever be on the softball team, because 4 years from then in Sydney, I was like, I'm going to play in Sydney. I would have been 16 and I would have been allowed, and I would have been the youngest on the team. And I was just like so gung ho. And it was like, I went to some of the events. I went with my family. I went to Mexico versus Italy down in Macon. Wow. That was fucking crazy. But the Olympics mean so much. And I was at the bombing. I was literally at Centennial.
Also, 1996.
Yes.
Chastain, let's go.
The first.
Yes, let's go.
The first time with the
OG,
women's soccer
let's
in
go.
the Olympics.
Yes.
Nice
I'm gonna
kit.
show off my
There's
Bring
so
up
many-
the Chastain kit here. Yep. Very nice.
So many amazing
Most
things
iconic
that
96. Sorry.
I'm putting us not just at number one for the design itself,
Everything about it.
but for the design
The meaning,
choice,
all of it.
for everything that
The
comes.
tie-ins.
It's really, I'm like, good fucking
vibe.
job,
Yeah.
you
Agreed.
guys.
The kids
Literally,
all-
the only criticism I can make of our kit
Yes.
is that I don't know why they did away with the jock tag. I want like a little
Oh,
torch
yeah.
jock tag, or
They
like
have
something.
that little torch logo that they're using.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's
know
not
why
on
it
the
wasn't-
it's not on the.
Yeah, I don't
bottom,
know why they didn't
right?
have a
I don't
jock
know why
tag.
they did that. I love the back touch.
Like
I
it
love
could have
the
been like on the
inside
back,
color.
like on the back or something.
Well, they put something
Yeah.
on the back, and it's nice. I'm just talking
Yeah.
about like they usually have something.
You know,
down the
there
bottom,
might be
like,
something else.
I got it.
There might be some other club or show out there coming out with a shirt that has a jock tag. I don't know. We'll have to see.
But I'll tell you something else too. I watched a lot of videos in regards to the new MLS kits. I gotta say, maybe like I watched maybe 10, 12 dozen, or so different kit rankings.
Mhm.
Almost every single one puts us top. Okay?
Yeah, a lot of people
So
are
it's
rating
a
ours.
It's been a very, very,
Very
well received
Yes,
kit.
agreed.
And I think they deserve it. Maybe just tweak just the shorts or just one or two items, but honestly, it is fucking solid. And I am really.
I haven't seen the
This
shorts,
might be
but it's
the
a
first year
miss-
that I go and actually buy it and wear it for this season. I normally have to wait.
Just got to
because
win
I'm,
in it. We just need to win in it.
If the
I
shorts
agree.
are all solid, the only thing I would say is that that's unfortunate if the team didn't carry through the green sash with the colors into the shorts, because I think that's the
number
best.
is on the shorts, which is the same green.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I hear you. Could
it's
use a
the
little
color
accent.
and the ribbon, the little tweaks that really just
Yeah,
Yes.
a little
It-
accent would have been
yes.
nice. I agree.
And hopefully they have green socks. I hope at least to carry that. We'll see when we see the full.
Yeah, let's
the
see.
full
We'll
setup.
see
It looks
what
very
we get.
cream. But
We'll
But
get.
I'm-
It'll make its debut next week.
First
But-
of all, I'm here for a creamy center. We're just gonna put that out there.
Sure.
haha, nice. And
I hope.
Anyway.
Did everybody miss us?
Yeah, I hope so. We're back, snarkier than
We're
ever.
back.
And I'm only
Dude,
what I'm
I've been
gonna do.
snarking nonstop for the last like 9 days.
I know.
So I'm in full on snark mode and it's bad. It's bad. I'm gonna have to break this before
So
next
I'm gonna
week.
so I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna give you my only contradiction so far, and I'm not even gonna go through my top 5 or my worst 5 because I'm pretty sure, like I said, we're all gonna kind of
We're gonna do that at
kind
the
of
end.
here.
We already
Maybe.
decided.
Okay. What?
We're not
but
doing
go
the
ahead.
bottom 5.
And then we'll do Jennifer.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to do my bottom
No.
5. I'm just going to say, and maybe we can guess it later, one of the ones that is in my bottom 5 is the Orlando kit, because I marked it as C for confused, because I just don't get it when I'm looking at it. It's too bright. That's it.
Okay. Jennifer?
That's it.
Okay, so yeah, I definitely have some overlap here. So my number 5 kit is SKC, and it's really because
It's a good job.
I am a sucker for Argyle, and I love what they do.
They do it well.
And every time, and not only Argyle, but like purple, navy, light blue Argyle. The colors are fly.
Yeah, they're so
It
good.
looks really sharp. They've never every time they've used Argyle in a kit, it has worked.
It's true.
And worked really well for them.
It does.
It's classy. It's probably very flattering to wear, just even because normally it's hard to make Argyle
Slimming.
flattering on anybody, but the way that they've got it with it streamlined on the black, I feel like that's a very flattering kit to wear.
Yeah.
Also, credit for coming up with something new and different when you've been doing it for 30 whatever years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's iconic for SKC because I don't know of any other clubs on a global level that really use an Argyle pattern.
It's true. Yeah. They own it.
You have
they
to
own
think
it well.
about it.
They own it well.
I mean, this was my first ever scarf. It's from year 1, and it's still one of my favorites, and it's Argyle.
It looks great.
And
it's a difficult pattern to make work, and they did it well.
Yeah.
Was that the holiday scarf?
We Scots love a good Argyle.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, so my number 4 kit is a deceptively simple kit, but I really love it's the devil is in the details. So this is the Vancouver home kit. Vancouver always does a classy dress, but the detail very clean. You know, their crest is so fantastic that like you don't need to really do much more. But I love the detail that they carried the mountain
the
part
pattern
through on the trim with the collar and the sleeves. It looks. I feel like it's very sharp. It's it's beautiful. And it's very them. Like it's okay. It's a little boring, but it's boring in that good way. That
as long as it looks
good. It's clean.
It's a little black dress of kits.
I'd wear it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, number 3.
So number 3 is my overlap with Amy because I love the dead kit so much.
I knew you would.
I love it.
I knew you would.
I love that. First of all, that is exactly the same set of colors that my Grateful Dead shirt that I had that I wore to Lollapalooza in 1994 was.
I knew you would.
While Jerry was still alive.
It's the right color scheme.
I'm surprised it's not number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally dead on the right color scheme.
Dead on. Very good.
See what you did there.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Right.
Try the deal, tip your waitress. But yeah, other than that, it's fun. It's different. It is absolutely going to stand out. I've never seen anything like it before. Good on them for leaning into the quirk in their identity because I think that's a big part of one of the reasons why San Jose is at least being talked about again is, they kind of went under the radar for a long time with having a crappy team. Okay, fine. We're going to have a crappy team. At least we're going to have a cool identity and we're going to lean into that. I'm here for that.
Got it.
And that's kind of number 2, what we did this season, because Atlanta's kit is number 2 on my list. Again, it's the details. The fact that green sash is essentially the gold medal from the Atlanta game.
I know, and it's so
great.
good.
Blows my mind. You have the sublimated laurel pattern with the threads that are the Olympic colors.
The details are
I really
great,
can't
man.
wait until I have one in my hand.
It is one of those you got to see up close. You got to see it.
You have to see it up close.
Because the big detail you can't see unless you really, really look at it is, do y'all remember those warm-up jackets that the gymnasts wore with the stars, the big star, whatever?
Yeah.
That cream kit has that big star sublimated in it.
Love it.
You have to look at it really close to see it.
It's like patterned out.
Yeah,
almost.
it's that big, it's patterned out. You can't see it unless you see it in person.
Very nice.
It doesn't show up on any of the pictures.
That's why everybody loves it, man. It's
It just keeps giving, and
it
not
is
only that,
nearly
the
flawless.
entire supporting collection around it. Everything that I've seen, from the hats to Amy's dope ass new jacket that she's wearing, to the dope ass new jacket that Dominique Dawes wore in the drop video, that everybody is literally foaming at the mouth, shut up and take my money to buy, including me.
Yeah.
You know, the scarves, like all of it is just freaking fire. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right.
Number one on the list, and I hate myself for this because it's, of course, the club that does it just a little bit better than us, and that's LAFC.
Yeah.
They do everything just
is
a little
good.
bit better than
I thought
us.
it was
to
just
the point
a
where it's
little-
actually
a little too
annoying.
I thought
busy
it was
for me.
boring for them. I mean, it's nice, right? Like I'm not criticizing it. I would wear it. It's them.
It's just
It
a little
fits.
busy. It looks like one of
But-
those posters when you were in grade school that you got to look at cross-eyed to figure out what it
Guy.
is.
It's a
Well,
Marcia
it's-
guy.
That's that pattern though. That's that Art Deco
Yeah,
pattern.
I
Like
know.
we literally almost like put that pattern in our kitchen because everything about our kitchen has that gold Art Deco feel to it, and that's wallpaper from that.
Yeah, I don't hate
Actually,
it. It's just
I think
actually, remind
Gorgeous.
me to
I
send
hate
you a
that. I
picture.
hate that. I love it, but it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like the patterning on it is beautiful. I love
is.
the Art Deco thing, but it's a vibe look for me. I love that vibe,
Yeah,
and they do
same.
it so well.
Same.
And every kit LA has really put out has leaned into that vibe in a really amazing way, except for the stupid smog kit that I hate. But remind me at some point in time to show you a picture of my wallpaper from my old bedroom at my parents' house because it's very Art Deco and Broadway, and it was.
I'm
my
sure I would
workaround
love it.
for being able to paint my room black because emo.
Yeah.
Jen.
I can easily
back in the day.
picture a young Jennifer in that setting. I can easily picture this with her skates on. I can easily
Lovely.
picture this. Okay, cool, good list.
So I do want to give an honorable mention to Toronto.
Okay.
And I
Really?
love
The same
the
way. I feel the same way.
Okay, you guys are all going ooh, but like 6 years ago, you guys were all going ooh, because that's literally the reverse of our black kit.
I mean, it is,
Yeah.
but
And
the black
I
looks
love-
better. The black looks
Yes,
better.
it looks better in black, but I still love that narrow body design. I think it's very flattering. I like
That
the,
kit looks like Office Max and Office Depot came out with a kit. It's like the staples.
Because it's white and
That's
red.
it. They're
because
dead.
White, yeah,
They're dead.
white and red is
They're
so-
dead.
Wow.
That's it. They're
stale.
gone.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up and walk
Yep.
away now. Damn.
Bye-bye. All right, let's just end the pod there.
All right.
Damn.
Sorry.
All right.
Amy, this is
Come
just
on, Glendale,
we are just
let's
in
go.
preseason form, and Amy already coming in hot. Wow. All right, I love it. It is the Office Depot.
Might have been
kit.
on my bottom 5
It is
list.
the
I have
Office
that ready.
Depot.
The Office Depot kit. All right, let's go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Mine. I've got a lot of overlap, except for one,
Okay.
and that's number 5.
Okay.
Oh,
LA Galaxy.
interesting.
You had me at Sash.
Ew.
I'm a Sash guy.
You just like the old reliable.
I'm a Sash guy. It looks good.
I love a sash. I hate that it's not really a sash and they cut it off at the shoulder. It's
Yeah,
like
I
half a
like that it's a
sash.
little bit different. You know, it's just not, they've done the sash. So it's like with Sporting KC, you've done Argyle, you got to do something different with it. They did something different with it while still staying true to them. I love it. No, but they are the sash the team, and they do it well.
I mean,
like
they
it.
are.
I like it.
Which, like I said, I have no problem sort of ranking it in the old reliable kind
Yeah.
of category, but that's all it is.
Yeah.
So if you love a sash,
I do love a
fine.
sash.
But that's all it is.
And who knows, there might be more sash coming your way. I keep talking about it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Number 4, Vancouver for me too. It's clean.
Yeah.
It's simple. I like the collar detail.
I knew
like the sleeve
you were going to
detail.
go there,
That
Glenn.
looks good.
You love a clean, simple kit. I knew you were going to
I
go
like
there.
it.
I didn't do it on purpose, but I knew that was going to be one that
Yeah.
you would have in there.
And then SKC 3 for me.
Yep.
You know, for those same reasons. And I've got this one ranked a bit higher than most everyone else, but I'm with you, Kat. Minnesota United decade kit number 2. Again, sash, like you have me.
Yeah.
I know it's not a true sash, but they're trying.
And it's
to
kind
do
of
that.
it's kind of
Did
blocky.
I hear you say something about another pod that may or
maybe
may
it could
not have
happen. I don't
something
know.
going on with sashes?
And then number 1, it's ours. And
Yeah,
call me a
it's
homer,
ours.
but I don't think we need to because like everyone has said, it's the entire presentation. It's all the
Yeah.
merch that's coming with it. It's Amy's dope jacket. It's everything. It's the story. It's the presentation. It's the kit launch event that was held at the Delta Museum, a first class event, if I do say so. It was great.
with actual Olympians
Yeah.
and
Like there
luminaries
is
such
so
as Edwin
much
Moses and Shannon Miller.
meaning packed into this kit. It is our 10th anniversary of the club. It is 30 years since the Olympics. It is World Cup. Like, this just feels so well coordinated and tied together,
so
and not
well
just
done.
a nice design. The design is nice. I love it. I think it looks great. But it's everything else, and I just don't think there's any other team that's packed this much of a story into a shirt. So that's why
I will give our, like our marketing team credit, because I feel like whether or not we like a kit or we don't like a kit, I feel like the one place that they never fail with the kit is with the story of the kit and where they come up with this stuff and how they, whatever. I've not liked a bunch of, I haven't been like, ooh, these kit, whatever. But I have never not liked the story and the relevance behind the kit and the elements they put in.
This is
that
even a
kit.
better
I agree.
story, though, because you didn't have to reverse engineer this story and
No.
tell us, well, this
No,
line
this
means this and this means that. The story is clearly written there in plain, easy to read text. Like, it's there. It's a story kit. Spirit of 96, it's a great name for it. Like, it's got it all.
Out of curiosity, Glenn, what are you getting on the back of yours?
It'll probably just be 5 takes. Probably. I do that. I used to do red 5 on all of my kits because that's Luke Skywalker's call sign, and I'm a nerd. But it'll probably just be 5 in the takes. And
I might get a and tell me if I'm way off base here, but I thought about maybe getting my softball idol's name on the back.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't hate that for you
Ties
at all.
back to
Because
the
I got-
Olympics where that
Yeah,
was
well,
meant for
so
you?
and the other thing that I got at the time when I went to the softball event, because they had a big preseason or pre-game or like pre-tournament event, is I had my all-star hat from my team that year, and I got them all to sign it. And the very first signature right across the brim is Lisa Fernandez, and she's still the coach at UCLA. And she's always been like my softball idol. So I thought about getting L Fernandez on the back of my kit.
Okay.
I don't hate that. I think that's totally relevant.
Meaning for you.
And then I would get my jersey number because it's always been my jersey number.
Yeah. Great. Cool.
Yeah.
Amy, have you made up your mind
so
yet?
much.
Nah, I haven't made
Amy
up my
hasn't
mind
made up
yet.
her mind
We'll
yet.
see.
No.
We'll come up with something. It'll probably be something that'll probably try to tie back to what I
Like
think
get
of in
Chastain or
'96,
Ham or something
which
like
is
that would be
women's
cool.
soccer starting and
You
stuff.
get me
But we'll
like
see.
put Ham on the back. Like I think everybody would get it.
I
thought about doing that, to be fair. That was my second. That was like my runner up. It's that.
You know that I have to say. Wait, no, we haven't gotten. Well, did you get your number 1, Glenn? What is that
it's
number
Atlanta.
2?
It's us.
Yeah, it's us.
Yeah.
So I have to
It's
say I'm
Atlanta,
a little bit
again.
surprised. I'm just curious what you guys think. I guess maybe just for me, maybe it was in my honorable mentions or whatever. I'm a little surprised that the Philly kit didn't get any love. I really like the sublimation. It's busy and stuff, but I do like it.
I want to
Is it
raise.
just
I
like-
want to raise my hand and say I'm biased. The kid is
you
all
hate
right.
Philly?
I just can't. I
get
just
it.
can't rate them.
If it's for that reason, I understand. I was
just
just
can't.
curious.
I just can't.
Is that why you didn't go there with the New England kit? Because a lot of the online people were like, "Ooh, the New England kit's so
I
fabulous."
don't
blah,
like
blah,
it.
blah.
I don't like New
I
England.
didn't care
I
for
didn't
that
like
one.
it either, but that's just
Legitimately,
me.
and that's not hate towards New England. Like, I kind of hate all things Philly. I just don't like the design of it. Philly, I will concede that the design is pretty nice. It's very similar to what San Jose tried to do did do last year with that kind of style.
I think that's why I didn't love it, because I thought what San Jose did with it was so much more unique.
Better. San Jose did it better.
And
I mean, that's fair.
San Jose did it better, and I understand why Philly is doing it, but I also, I don't know how much they considered the logo, the shirt logo on there, because I feel like that placement and where it is a little funky. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly,
Look, their sponsor is who their sponsor is, y'all. I
Absolutely.
mean,
I know. It's funny though. It is objectively funny.
it is funny.
LAFC made a choice to break the sash for the Herbalife that I don't love.
Right.
yeah.
Right? I don't love that Herbalife is not imposed on it. Literally, the sash stops. Kit sponsor, sash starts
Yeah,
again.
I hear you.
Well, since we're talking about sponsors, the one that I think that got absolutely done the worst based on their sponsor is Nashville.
Oh.
Because they've got the stacked logo
Terrible.
in the center.
Terrible.
And that can work. I've seen it work.
Not here.
But for Nashville's, it's done horribly wrong. You've got the Adidas larger than the Nashville. And obviously their sponsor is gigantic there. You don't even know it's necessarily Nashville's kit. It's the smallest thing on the kit.
Why would somebody make that decision? Jeez, I already knew I didn't like it. It was like really plain.
I've never liked
it. I hadn't even noticed how awful that was.
They just forgot they needed.
Angry. I would be mad if I was.
They forgot they needed a kit.
They
forgot they
That's
needed
what we're
a kit,
getting at.
and they just chucked this out.
They don't like
They
it.
forgot about it, and they just did this last minute.
Our poor best frenemies to the north of us.
So sorry, mixtape.
Why do you go out, you win your first trophy, and this is what they do to you? Like, I mean,
you're on the up, and you get the worst kit. The worst kit.
And to be
this
honest,
feels like their design department didn't expect them to do well, and so they were like,
I don't
"We
think
should
their
just do
design
something
department
low-key."
had anything to do with this. I think they did what San Diego did last year, which was plug it into ChatGPT and see what comes out.
ChatGPT could do better than that. Don't disrespect
No.
ChatGPT. Oh my God.
ChatGPT did do better. I would say that awful Chicago Fire logo was better than this. I mean, even MS Paint logo was better than this.
It's an MS Paint jersey. That's what it's going to be called.
But you know what? Somehow that's still not the worst kit in the league this season.
No, it's not, but it's close.
It's really close. Okay, so what is the worst kit in the league for you, Kat?
Me?
Okay.
You. It's Miami.
Of course
it's a black shirt with pink. That's
fine,
it.
It's literally, it looks okay. It's fine.
I wrote down Miami designer completely phoned it in. That's it. It was literally just they didn't care. It was the last minute decision. They said, "What are our colors?" And honestly, 4 out of the 5 of my worst are because they're just fucking boring. That's it. They're boring.
Yeah, I mean, you could throw the Columbus Crew right on there with Nashville. They're the same
Rapids,
yellow
Colorado Rapids,
except
Chicago
Columbus didn't
Fire,
screw up their
Charlotte.
sponsor.
They're all just boring.
Okay, the Charlotte kit is not on my bottom list because of the sleeve detail.
That's the only thing that saved them and kept them off my list. It's the only thing that saved it.
I don't think it saved it. It's in my bottom 5. I have to say though, I'm probably maybe I'm off base with this, but the one that's in my bottom 5 that maybe is a little surprising, I don't know, and it just bothers me. If you're gonna call your kit the colorful kit, what the hell, Colorado? What the?
That's my number.
hell?
That's my number 3. Sorry, that's my number 3 worst because of the board. What?
I was like, ooh, the color for Colorado. What is this?
It's all black.
It's all
black
black.
is the
Even
absence
little
of
sleeve
color,
detail
which
is
makes
so
all the sense in
subtle
the
that
world.
It might as well not be there.
Yeah. The one that my number 2, and I feel it's worth mentioning, by the way, is what I'm calling the Real Barcelona.
Yeah, it's Barcelona kit.
Oh, the RSL?
Yeah, it's a
Barcelona. In Dallas, it looks very similar. I'd say between the two hoops, though, I probably like RSL a little more than the Dallas one.
See, I like the Dallas hoops better. I like the rugby vibes of it, but that's me.
Yeah,
I mean it's classic for
but it's
them,
Barcelona's colors. That's why I'm just like,
it looks dead like
you expect Lamine to show up in that.
The one on the bottom of my list, and I really hate that it is the bottom of my list. Although with what some of the things the club has been doing over the last couple of days, it's not unwarranted. The Tina Turner kit from St. Louis.
Yeah, I really wanted to love it. I really did.
It doesn't work. Someone
explained to me the connection of a tire having run a shirt over and Tina Turner.
Chow. Like, I don't understand. Like, it
Purina,
and it looks like they ran the dog over. Why?
Yeah. With the Purina fucking sponsor.
The color is so awful. I didn't think it could get worse than the Portland color until I saw the St. Louis kit.
Apparently it has red on the sleeves, which is supposed to be an ode to Tina Turner's lipstick color that she, always chose. But it's it just feels like they had a good idea, but it missed the mark.
They swung for Seattle and missed.
Yeah.
Big.
I don't know. Is it
another very old reliable?
That looks like phlegm, right? That looks like phlegm is your team color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy,
Seattle has to be the most disappointing for a team that usually
has
just
a very
really
old
good
reliable.
Kits.
It's just boring. Yeah.
I hope.
I'm annoyed because Seattle's kit was so good last year. Like, oh my god!
They usually do nice shirts. Maybe not so much this year.
And they have great storytelling behind it, and Yeah, this one just doesn't do it for me at all.
Just an
It's
off
just-
year for them, I guess. They're like, we've done
I-
good stuff lately.
Where do you guys rank the Tron kit? Because I swear that's what the little pixelated like whatever that is on Montreal.
Oh,
It's like
um,
Tron.
it's fine,
I don't
and
know.
I like the story behind it because they're raising awareness for cancer.
Is that what it was? I
Yeah,
didn't
I,
read
I
the
believe
story,
it's a
so
cancer
maybe I'm an
charity.
ass.
So
It's
it
for
has
colon
meaning.
cancer?
I think so.
Prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm all right with that one.
Okay, fine.
But I just wrapping up the kids. I just hope that we play well this year because if y'all are this critical about kids, God help this team if we don't perform well. You guys are more cutting than this. I think I have rubbed off on everybody. I'm usually the one to come in here and just tear everything down, but now it's y'all. Now I have to balance this out. This is weird. Me
Glenn,
bringing the
you never get
positivity.
into mid-season form if you don't warm up somewhere.
Yeah, it's just
man.
weird that
Like,
I
we
have
gotta,
to come
like-
in with the optimism. It's like seeing a penguin in the desert. Are you lost, little fella? Like, what's going on here? It's just weird. Anyhow, all right. So there's your kits for the year.
There's your kids.
So we're gonna play some soccer here. I don't know if you know this. In like 6 days.
I really didn't realize just how
I
close
know,
to
and we didn't.
Whoa!
like kickoff we actually
Yep,
were.
next Saturday's it, and we didn't get our preseason game this past Saturday because of adverse weather, I guess, down in Texas. So we're ready to go, and that's just how it's going to be. So we thought we would run through the roster as it's
Has
currently
anybody
built.
seen outside? I mean, I know we saw the first match where we whomped Louisville 4-1, 4-0 for whatever that was, right? But like that one was like literally the first match out of the gate.
They
Has
didn't
anybody
televise
seen-
any of the others.
No, but like, has anybody read any stats
Yeah.
reporting
Just-
whatever? Because I haven't. So
Latte
someone
Lot
catch
scored
me
a
up.
goal. That's
Yeah,
all we need to be
he
concerned
scored
about.
more. He scored more than one, from what I understand.
Two.
I think he got the
Who did?
final one against the Red Bulls to
Yes.
pull us up.
He's
3-2.
got 2 goals.
Who
And
did?
Latte.
I do want to
Latte.
just say that if you guys have been watching the socials,
Yes.
if I want to say like something that has me feeling just a wee bit optimistic, not going to get too high, can't do crazy. The number of times that the guys are saying Manu's name and calling him out and talking about him, it feels like maybe there's some chemistry, some cohesion with the team starting. Maybe they've got him going.
I hope so.
And that would be the absolute best thing possible given where we
You're right.
ended
You're
last
right.
season.
I hope so. He's key. He's
But
key to
it hasn't just been that we've heard that he scored. It feels like there's a little bit of swagger back.
Vibe shift.
and
I hope so. Spirit
with
96.
some of the young guys,
Even
too,
though this guy was
so.
not even a thought in 1996. I don't think. I'm pretty sure he was. How old is he? 26, 27? Yeah, you weren't around.
Yeah,
You weren't around,
no.
guy. You weren't around.
It's okay.
All
No,
right.
if you want to
It's
feel
okay.
old, go watch the clip where they talk about whether or not you're old. If
Oh,
you're
I
born in
did.
the
I
90s.
saw that. God, guys.
I wanted to go jump off my porch
Just
after
die.
I saw that. Like,
Fucking die. Yeah.
no,
So bad.
No, it's like I really actually I feel like I need to step away from like podcasting and talking about these young men if they're gonna talk about me like I'm their fucking grandmother.
You look great. Not a day over dead. All right. So
No.
here's the roster as
Here.
it currently stands. The ones who have come in new and that we've had still signed. So we've got our new goalkeeper, Lucas Hoyo, 35 years old, from Newell's Old Boys, long career entirely in South America. And I don't know if he doesn't seem like an heir apparent type to me at 35. So perhaps the
I think this
goal
means
is
maybe
still
we're
for
in on
Jaden.
Jaden.
I hope so. And he's just
Are we in
there
our Jaden
to
era?
I
be
will
a voice.
I will say I have noticed Jaden featuring more prominently in social media content. Like
A lot.
they're putting him out in front of us a lot more.
Yeah.
I honestly, do you want a veteran? I don't know that you would want to put all of your season eggs in a player as a starter that has never touched a ball in MLS ever. Like, South America is different. It's I don't know.
We're shopping back.
I
in
don't
South
see
America
Hoya
again,
starting.
boy.
I think they did
You really
bring in
don't
for
see a lot of
veteran depth.
imported.
And
Yeah, you don't see a lot of non-MLS imported
Well, look,
goalie talent come in and start.
Hibbert could use a goose. there. I know Ghost
Yeah.
is still
Hughes is
involved
still
with the club.
around.
I know, but like just the day to day, like playing beside
Yeah.
this could be really good for him. And it feels like that is the plan. Now, if this guy was 30, okay, he's probably the guy that we envisioned for a while. But he's 35. You know,
Yeah.
and we've got him for option years. You know, he's only signed for 2026 and then 2 option years. That's not somebody long term. That's like, let's see, right? So I think they still have a lot of faith in Jaden, but he's also young, and this seems like just like a prudent signing. So I'm good with it. We got Elias Bias. Love that name. A left back. We have so many left backs. A really expensive U22, 21 years old. His contract is through 2028 and 2 option years. So, from Argentina, San Lorenzo, 16 matches in 2025 and some playoff matches as well. So seems solid.
I love it.
And good use of the
We've done really
U22.
well with left backs, so maybe this will be the next one that we develop.
Yep.
I mean, not a homegrown, but
Not a homegrown.
Just
No,
saying.
but young. And
Still
speaking
young
of
and bringing
young,
it in.
let's go even younger. Adrian Gill, center mid from La Masia, from the Barca Academy. He didn't really get to fully develop there because he had a pretty serious ACL injury in 2023. But to Barca's credit, they did stick with him and let him rehab in the right way. And then he got back to the pitch in 2024. He played 3 matches with their U19s, and then he was loaned back to Cornelia, his youth club, on a season loan deal, and now he's with us. So he's been described as a dynamic midfielder, aggressive Jay Fortune type vibes, you know, but maybe more cerebral.
he looked good in the one preseason game.
He did, and it's crazy to call a 20-year-old cerebral. Like, okay, if you're that mature already, great, you know. He's on a supplemental roster spot. Contracts through 2027. Seems like he wants to be that connector type, always looking to facilitate the play and unlock a player, you know, find the space, thread a ball, that type of thing, which is how we used to play ball, and hopefully we do so again. So
with these signings, we have a very crowded and deep midfield and suddenly a crowded and deep back line, and that tells me that we are very much not wanting to ride the we have no depth injury train. Maybe this year. I don't know. We'll see. We try that every year, and then we somehow go through 6 people anyway.
Yeah,
So,
we do have some injuries to talk about. One specifically we'll get to later already. It happens. It always happens every year. There's always injuries for every team. It just happens. But first we got Santiago Pita, left wing on a homegrown deal through 2026 to options through 2029.
They've been talking about him on Soccer Down Here quite a bit, and really like the way he's looking in the position. And that was definitely, you know, it's. I think to be able to play Saba in his more natural spot is going to serve us well.
Yes.
I think moving around every fucking match. I need to stop being cat and all the cussing. Sorry, families out there.
This is what we do. This is what we do.
You know what, though? But we don't disclaim it at the top, and that's not fair. And we do have families that listen to us, so I apologize. I will work on.
I'll put a disclaimer in the show notes.
Yeah. Anywho, but yeah, so they've been talking about him a lot and how good he's looked, because I guess they're getting to watch some more of this preseason stuff than I have. But yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Anywho.
Next up, Tomas Jacob, center back / left back. His contract is through the 28-29 season. Don't forget, we're changing how the whole season runs. We're switching to that European calendar very soon. He's got option years through 2030 and 31. And he's on a U22 spot and also occupies an international.
I don't hate the fact that we're actually using the
contract.
U22 slots again now that we have purged the toxicity of the former U22 slots that we had.
Long contract for him, so that's confidence and belief in him. So we'll see. Then we've got our 2 super draft picks. Noah James, 62nd pick. I know, super draft. But for what it's worth, we've had some success in the super draft in the past. Way back. So it has produced for us in the past. It's not what it used to be anymore with the league and where it's grown and where it's at. But he's probably not going to see the pitch. But we'll see. But someone who might is Enzo Dovlo. Did I pronounce it right? Or is it Dovlo? I'm not sure. He's from UNC Greensboro, originally from Paris. And he might see some time because like this dude already has 56 starts, 15 goals, 13 assists across 3 seasons. First team All-American. Like he's already got an impressive CV for a super draft pick, you know?
I was gonna, it's been a minute since we've had a super draft, since we've been low enough to have a super draft pick that actually had.
We actually traded one away for some GAM.
He's not even listed on our roster per ESPN.
Yep, but he's there.
He's not even on the squad.
He's there.
Where?
On our roster?
Not on ESPN.
ESPN doesn't know everything.
I'm aware, but that seems to be like I'm kind of.
I don't know that they submit and they aren't going to submit.
I don't think we've
rosters
traded him away
until the
since. I'm
roster
pretty sure we
deadline.
still have him, but feel free to gut check me on that. I don't think we have already moved on from him. And then returning, Jaden is still here. His contract is through 2026, 2 option years on him. We'll see how it goes this year. This is kind of a make or break. Well, it absolutely is a make or break year for him because his option years. If he does really well, if he's starting, we'll just have to see how the year goes. Those option years might just turn into a brand new contract. Maybe. It could happen. It could happen. I kind of hope it does. Pedro is back at left back. Not sure how much longer he's going to be here. He's been kind of putting himself in the shop window a little bit, and we do have a lot of left backs. His contract is only through 26. He's got an option for 27. We spent a lot of money on the guy. If we are going to move him on, it would be kind of a big deal. Not something that you just, like a player who's not seeing time or hasn't been significant for us. So we'll see what happens with him. We got Matt Edwards still here on center back, homegrown deal. We optioned his, or exercised his option for 2026, and he's got an option for 2027. And then Stian Glass Gregerson, center back. He's here through
Don't
2027.
jinx him, man.
I am surprised we did not find a mechanism for him at this point.
He's still got value.
I hope he stays
I
healthy.
hope so too.
Remind me, Norway didn't qualify, right? Or are they still maybe alive with a playoff?
I'm not sure. Someone look that up real quick. I think they might still be. I mean, it is an expanded World Cup, or they may have already qualified. I can't remember, but I kind of understand why we've kept him because he's on contract through 27. He doesn't have a ton of maybe as much value right now.
They did qualify.
They qualified.
Okay.
They did.
Erling Haaland, here he comes.
I thought I saw that, but so that means Stian's going to go play in the World Cup.
And I think that it's, first of all, we don't know how his contract was structured, but when he's good, he's really good. And we have more glaring needs, I think. And it seems like they shored that up with, we've got a pretty deep amount of center backs. So I feel like you're not really risking a lot by not shipping him out, and there's a lot of upside.
Yeah, and you've got potential. If he has a good season, his value increases more than what it is right now. Plus World Cup, if he does well in both, well then money in the bank, you know.
We had bigger issues, I think, is really just what it comes down to.
I don't disagree. I think it's he really posed a formidable stance back there, but he's just, unfortunately, he's just in. I think it's just too inconsistent in some ways. Like he can't stay on the pitch in more than one way.
That's the whole thing.
He gets a lot of yellow cards and he gets a lot of injuries. He's just
just not consistently available enough.
Yeah,
that's it. Ania
We'll see.
Mihai.
Fingers crossed. We'll be
hopes for the
optimistic.
Vikings.
Ania Mihai is
I have
here.
really high hopes for the Vikings, so we'll just see how it goes.
I don't know why I question whether Norway was in because I keep forgetting that Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
I was like,
But they haven't been in the past. Holland hasn't played in a World Cup.
but it's an
realize
expanded
that.
field,
Yeah.
and
Well,
Well, he also appeared, if I remember correctly, he ran like Holland went nuts berserker.
correct.
In
Yeah,
all
he
the
scored like 6
qualifying.
goals in one of their
It was
matches.
they put 10 goals on somebody in one of these qualifying matches. I can't remember.
And he scored like at least 5 of them.
I could
nuts.
see Holland dragging them out of the group stages.
Pretty much.
I could see it
That's
happen.
what it'll be.
Just give him the ball and see how many goals you can get because you're going to get scored on.
Pretty much. That's what Man City does, and
There you
he's
go.
struggling there.
There you go.
So we'll see.
So we got Ania Mihai still here, center back. He's here for a long time, through 2028, and an option for 29. And we got Ronald Hernandez, Mr. Perpetual Option Year. back again. Call him a center back. Call him a
Miggy
left
has
back.
to
Call
have
him a
his
left
security
wing.
blanket, y'all.
Call him a right
Ronald
wing.
Hernandez is Miggy's security blanket, and
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I'm happy that we
Keep
signed
Miggy
him.
happy.
I kind of wish we would just give the man, he's earned it, a multi-year deal with his options. But he's here.
He really loves the club.
He loves it.
too, so he kind of deserves it.
I know,
it's weird
but
that they're just
we haven't given it
reluctant
to him.
do that.
Signed through 2026, another option year for 27. Oh,
Yeah.
bless his heart. Juan Barracol
I think that's
is
just
back.
indicative
Sorry.
of the fact that he's probably not a starter. He's a depth piece.
He knows
and
that.
So,
He's the best depth
Yeah.
piece we've had, too. He's just a
right.
vibes guy.
He's
Just for him, just out of the heart. I get it, how it works, but yeah, just kind of a bummer that we can't just give him his due. But anyhow, Juan Barracol's here, center back, still on loan with us from Getafe, right? Is that how I pronounce that? I believe. Till the end of June. We do have an option to buy. His current contract with his club is through 27. So he could go back to them, or we could exercise that right, that option to buy in June. We will see what happens. Cooper Sanchez is back. Center mid, defensive mid. He's here through the year. He's got 2 option years on him. And Miggy, hopefully center mid, right? Not on the wing. Center mid Miggy.
Not on the wing.
God willing. No, I don't want him on the wing. I want him in the middle, man. Facilitating
not on the
with
wing.
Alexi.
So was it me or in the first match, the only one we got to see, were they playing Alexi more like a Nagby type role pushed up,
Yeah.
and Miggy is the distributing forward, distributing mid?
Yeah.
Is that how I just want to know if I read it
They-
correctly. 'Cause that's
They continued the trend of Alexi and Miggy using 2 left foots to make a right, and it did really well from what we saw. Now it was against lesser competition,
right.
right?
I mean,
So-
I have no other
so
frame of
you'll
reference
see,
at this point.
but it seems like maybe Tata playing together. Fingers crossed, we'll get to see some more this coming weekend.
I want him more in the middle. I think he's always drifting there. Put him, but we'll see. We'll see. Tata knows Miggy.
It looked very
Tata will figure
fluid.
this out with
Yeah,
him.
more in the middle.
We've got him through 27. He does have an option for 28, which I imagine we probably will exercise. I'd be very surprised if we didn't. Steven
Yeah.
Alzate is back. He transferred from Hull City, that club who Chelsea just beat up on a few days ago, and he's got a contract through 2030. So
That
Alzate
guy-
is here to stay.
Goodness.
Like,
Long.
I hope
contract.
Alzate is, a key piece and really
better
comes
be.
on. It's just through 2030, I get
You better be a
that
key
feels
piece.
like that's the leftover dial-up signing.
Yeah, that's
right?
kind of my feeling on it too. It is, but we'll see. He could still
Yeah,
come good.
And how old is he?
I don't know.
He's
how
not
old
that
I
old.
don't
It's
I think he's in his
just
20s. I think.
I think he
Well,
was
so that's what
brought
I'm
in-
saying. It's just but to go through 2030, I mean, you're talking about you're really, really investing in this person.
Too long of a
I
contract
think
for
they
me.
did that deal because he was Ronnie Dyla's guy.
Yeah,
and
it
they
doesn't
Yeah.
feel
made this
like
clear.
a
We'll see.
Chris Hendo contract.
Well, and I do feel like it's going to be very interesting in terms of signings and who we can sign, because you're not going to have anybody coming in as the coach's guy per se. Like, Tata's always been good at recruiting, but I don't think you're going to be able to sign players on the merits of Tata's going to be here for a while. You get to work with Tata. We know Tata's going to be here for 2 years, if we're lucky.
Yeah,
Yep, you're right.
agreed.
Jay Fortune is back. He had his option year
Yep.
exercise for 26.
Is
of
he
course.
healthy? Was he playing? I can't remember if he was healthy and playing
Healthy
yet, or
enough.
was he still sitting?
Is he going to be starting every
Okay.
game? Probably not. You're going to be careful with him, But
Yeah.
he's important. He's important for this
Yeah,
club.
he's important in a lot of ways.
If we want him to stay, he's going to need a new contract. This is it. 26 is it for him. So we will see. We have seen a lot of homegrown and young players shipped off, and I just hope that's not the case with him, because he is very good and he does love this club. This means something to him, and that's, to me, every bit as important as skill. Saba, last year of his deal too. We'll see.
I think Saba has a lot more to prove than Jay Fortune does right now.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Jay got
because
injured.
Jay's
He's a
coming
seasoned
back off
player.
injury.
Yeah, I
Saba
fully agree.
hasn't been having Saba time like anybody would like to see.
No.
And,
Yeah. You're right.
we'll see if that happens this year.
Alexi.
Hopefully.
He's here. He's here through 27. Option for 28. I don't know if he
I'm
has
feeling
something
good
to
about
prove.
this.
I feel okay, but I'm shocked that I'm saying this. I feel all right about him. I thought he was one of our better guys towards the end of the season. And I'm
Yeah, he
shocked.
really came on towards the end of last year, which was the most of it I was able to actually watch and observe of it was like the last maybe 4 or 5, maybe 4 games.
Yep.
He didn't look like he was struggling for his for place out there. Like he seemed like he was starting to
Frustrated, but not
maybe just
uncomfortable.
understand his role.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like him in sort of a Nagby-esque, with the ability to shoot. I mean, Nagby scored what, 1 goal in the span that he was with us?
I think so. And I think it was
and
a
he
banger.
scored very few in his
Yeah.
career. Because that was his
But
role.
Alexi's got
I
a
feel like that's
shot on him.
too deep for him personally, but
well
but I get
maybe,
it.
but maybe so playing alongside Miggy as like 2 center attacking mids,
Alexi and
2
Miggy
cams.
linking up is going to be key. In the
That
attack.
is, and I think that is
I could
what's
see him
happening. I'm just not sure that
shooting.
it's very fixed right now from what
And
we
that may be
saw.
so, but I do think he's got a strong enough shot that I think allowing him the position on the pitch to be able to shoot will be necessary, and I think that'll help any bit of contribution and confidence that he's going to give.
Yeah.
I think we need to allow him to shoot.
Great. Moyamba. He's here through 27. Keep your eye on the summer with him. If we're going to move him, that's when you're going to move him. You're not going to hold on to him any longer.
Yeah.
He would have to have a pretty big start to this season for that not to be like the plan. I would think, based on what we got going on in the middle and left side of the pitch.
It definitely feels like you can see a couple of positions where you're definitely going to be looking in the summer transfer window, right? To
Yeah,
move,
and he
to
would be
move
one
things
of them.
out and make decisions. Yeah.
I only want him playing as a defensive midfielder. I don't want him anywhere near the front. I don't know. I
Fair.
just don't.
Fair.
And then the thing is that he scares me as a defender. I'm scared he's gonna fucking hang a leg out and give penalties away.
I was gonna say you'd rather have him closer to the 18-yard line because I feel
that's
differently.
the problem. But it almost like a holding mid then, because I can't see him doing anything progressive enough.
When
to
he's
go forward.
on, Miyamba is good. The problem is he's not consistent, and that's really just the bottom line. And
Yeah.
that's
I think
where
the good news is that we've added so much midfield depth, and
it
granted,
doesn't
a bunch
matter.
of them are kids and things like that.
Maybe
we at
true,
least
yeah.
have options, and
Sure.
But
I also think,
75th minute
for
sub.
lack of a better way to say it, there's some intangibles that Tristan brings. He seems to be one of the few kind of rallying glue guys in the locker room. He's cutting up. He's kind of funny. He has a little group of players around him, and think, at least, the little bit that we see, he's definitely.
Okay.
It may not be like the most public thing on the pitch, but I think, it's not just one voice, one captain in the room. When we were at our most successful, we had multiple leaders and multiple voices, and it wasn't just the job of one person to be that.
I do have a question for you guys at the end of it that will dovetail into what you're talking about. Moving on, Luke Brennan, he got himself a homegrown deal through 2027 with 2 option years. Good for him. Good for Luke.
I like having him around.
Absolutely. Will Riley, he had his option year
Same with him.
exercised. He's got 2 more option years. Aiden Torres.
I liked watching him out at the twos, by the way.
Oh, Will?
Riley.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Great watch at the
Really,
twos.
really enjoyed
Again,
him as
twos
a
do
young
well for us.
player, as a teenage player. I just think he's
Same thing with Will Riley. 2026 option year exercise. Aiden Torres. Contract is through 2027. He's got his option for 2028. And then up top, we're kind of short. We got 2. We got Cayman. I'm really happy that we kept him for 26. And oddly enough, I have a strange connection to this player because he's very good friends with one of my clients whose home I am just got under contract. They are very good friends, and they have dinners a bunch. She has since my seller has since moved on to Florida, but she was really happy when they announced that, and actually she knew ahead of time. And she was trying so hard not to tell me because I guess Cayman had told her before the announcement was made, and she just couldn't drop that. So Cayman, You don't know. The leaks could happen. But I'm really happy. I liked him. Every time he came on the pitch, I thought he was very productive.
He's good energy. He has really good energy out there.
I just think he needed more minutes, and he just didn't get it. And there were times where I didn't understand why not.
Because Jamal was playing as well as Jamal was playing, and if you have a 3-striker system, you have a striker who's not working, who's your gazillion-dollar guy, but you have your backup striker is working. You're not going to sit the guy down who was the most reliable.
Fine, you and your fucking logic.
Last year.
Blah blah blah. Disclaimer.
Over the quota now. Jeez,
well over in the
Lynn.
swear jar. In the swear jar. And up top, Manuel Latte Lot. He's here through 28. Option for 29. Your lips to God's ears. Score some goals.
We're hearing a lot about Manu. All right, Manu.
Let's go.
Is that what we're going to call you?
Yeah, I'll call him whatever he wants me
I'll
to
call
call
you
him.
whatever it is, as long as you put the ball in the net.
Just put the ball in the net, man. All right, injuries.
Ball in the net.
So far, just one, but it's kind of a sad one with Dominic Chankwi out for at least 4 to 6 weeks, sprained MCL during the Red Bull match.
But it's just a
Could
sprain.
have been a lot
Just a
worse.
sprain. Could be way worse.
Yeah, and he's real young. Like, this isn't going to be the end of his career. It's not like it was an ACL or
Yeah,
something
but apparently
like
you
that.
don't need your ACL. You could still try to ski down a mountain without an
You can
ACL.
ski
Yeah, I
down,
mean,
down Italy.
Good
You know.
night. That was insane. Also very tragic how Lindsey Vonn crashed
Yeah, and then
out.
for her to go down
That was really
again.
sad too.
Can we just have a moment of praise for the 40-year-old Olympian?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
There's been a number of them.
There's a number of Olympians out there doing like ridiculous, insane Olympic things. And, Lindsay knew the risks, like more power to her. She, like her quote after she fell, during the actual run, like it was really inspiring. She said she wouldn't trade standing at that starting gate for anything.
Nope.
And y'all may or may not have seen that she was third on the training run. The second training run that she did with no freaking ACL.
She was doing well, and yeah, that's an insane.
She was winning
That's
World
insane.
Cups up until
She would have
then.
been competing for gold. She would have been
Absolutely.
challenging for gold. So
Podium minimum.
She would, and today, and I'm not talking about skating, but I'm talking about skating. A 42-year-old woman went on the ice.
Yep.
And skated in pairs, not in dance.
They may
She
just
did
be-
real
damn it.
jumps. She did lifts. She did all sorts of stuff. She wore a $100,000 Oscar de la Renta skating dress. She looked fabulous.
Nice.
She has been working for 30 odd years to get her shot on Olympic ice. It was the coolest thing ever to see. More power to the 40-year-old woman.
Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Sorry.
Players we have
And-
moved on. Jamal, Columbus. Kind of sad.
I really don't want to play Columbus because he's
going
score
to.
on us.
And he's going to do it in a sneaky fashion. He's going to wait behind the goalkeeper. It's going to happen.
yeah.
It's going to happen.
that's
It's
still
gonna be
one
painful.
of the best things. That's
Oh
ever
my God.
happened.
All-time moment in Atlanta United history. All-time moment. If you had to be there, it was amazing. It was incredible. And the call is great too. He's getting a little drink. I love it. I love it.
Man.
The saga that was Edwin Mosquera has finally ended. He's been transferred to Independiente Santa Fe. His contract with Millonarios was terminated. So we were all wondering, what was the story with this guy? He's loaned, he's back, Franco gets kicked out because of it. Like, it just seems like a messy Boca deal, right?
I don't.
And it turns
Here.
out that it really wasn't.
I never cared.
Well, but a lot of people were getting on Boca for this, and it turns out
Yeah.
Boca was just trying to do the right thing because his club just straight up stopped paying him. So
Yeah.
he brought him back to get him paid. And then, unfortunately, Ibarra was collateral damage.
I was gonna say Ibarra. What happened to Ibarra? He was more badly done than Mosquera. It's.
But it wasn't just Edwin, right? That resulted in that. That was a combination of Edwin and Sosa not being good enough to ship on at that point.
Also
they
that,
kind of
but
put-
it was trying to
but
do
it-
something right. It's just
he was. Yeah.
it just sucked that a club called Millonarios couldn't pay their guy. But anyhow, he's moved on, and that saga has ended. Barto, one of our favorites. He's doing well over at. Do you pronounce it Brøndby? Is it with the O and the slash, or am I mispronouncing that? Is the O
I have no
pronounced
idea.
slightly differently? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I'm
It's the
definitely going to pour
Danish.
one out for the Bartometer. I
Yep.
was sad to
He's
see
over in
that,
the Danish
but I get
Superliga,
it.
and
Wish him well.
he's doing great. He's doing great over there. He was the only player that was really movable, though, right? Like
Where did
Yeah.
he had value.
where did my buddy Brooks wind up?
Nowhere.
He's
Getting
been
them.
on trial with DC
Yep,
or
that's
somebody,
it. He
but
doesn't
I
have
don't
a
think he
club yet.
signed anywhere.
Brooks does not have a club yet. Last report we have is that he's kicking it in DC. I'm trying to get a deal there, but we'll see. I think he still has value. He'll end up somewhere. I don't know where. We moved Ashton Gordon on to Chattanooga FC for 2026. Noah Cobb, we know that. It was very sad, but damn good business.
Money.
775,000 in potential GAM if all the metrics
makes
are
the
hit.
world go
So you
round.
kind of can't turn that down. Leo Alfonso is picked up by Rhode Island Parkies Club. That's pretty cool. Just one of our other depth players.
He was like a striker piece that we signed from Miami kind of late in the season to
a way
do
ago.
Okay.
nothing
Cohen,
much. But
he's
it's
with
fine.
Chicago Fire through 27.
Chill out,
An
buddy.
option for 28 on him. Nick Sessick, he's with Las Vegas Lights through 2026 with an option for 27. And Caden Moore has been loaned to Philadelphia. He was with Philly too at the end of 2025, and now he's with the main team, and we'll see what happens there. So that's kind of your rundown of all the teams, all our players, where we're at, what we think of our kits, and our hopes for this year.
I don't know. I don't think any of us have any hopes for this year other than these kits are cool. We need to play up to them.
Oh, I have hopes for this year. I am a
I won't
glutton
speak
for
about them.
punishment.
I'm too scared to speak about them.
Yeah, I think this might be the first year where I'm just sort of like, I'd like to see some good football.
That's it. That's where I'm at. Show me some good football. And now my question for all of you. Who's our captain?
Miggy.
Miggy.
Miggy?
I don't.
I'm not saying
What
that
could it
that may not be the case for the whole season,
Yeah.
but
It's Miggy.
until we
I think
see
it's
otherwise,
Miggy too, but I just
think
throwing it out
I
there.
could see one of the center backs taking it if they, are playing well and they want to. But I feel like the team has shifted in a direction that makes me feel like they're trying to pump Miggy up into that.
I think so.
I,
with
I-
Brad
I
not
hear-
being there and Miggy kind of being the senior guy.
Is it too much weight or is it motivation?
I
see.
don't love it. I don't love Miggy as a captain. I don't think that's his role. I don't think he's never been a mouthpiece. He's not, and this isn't to say he doesn't have leadership qualities. I'm sure he does. We don't see what he's like in a locker room. I know he's super motivated to be here. It's not that. He's a badge guy. If it's me and he can stay healthy, I think it's Jay.
I don't know. I don't
like that a
I don't-
lot.
He's a little young.
I like
He's a
that, but
little
I feel
young
like that's a
for
lot of pressure for where he's at in his age and coming off
I
an
think that's
injury and
I
everything
think it's
else.
worse. I think it is worse to have it on Miggy and have Miggy shit the bed like he did last year.
I don't know that I think that's going to be the case. However, I will concede that if it were probably left in my hands, if they were playing well and the team could get to that place, ideally you would put that armband on either Stien or Anea Mihai, whichever
Yeah.
one of your center backs, and you let them carry that weight. But I'm good with Miggy. If the team and the club is behind Miggy and that's where we start the season, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it.
I'm not either. I don't.
I hear you.
I think that is also kind of the problem that outside of Miggy, there's not. We are going to sit here and struggle with who would step in and fill that void. I also feel like it might be Miggy by default,
Yeah.
and maybe 3 or 4 matches into the season, it might wind up being something else because I just feel like it's asking too much of Miggy to try to turn around what he went through last season with transitioning and not, and being, 2 left feet trying to make a left and trying to make a whole person. I feel like it's too much for him,
I
and
agree.
it's just not a role he is
I
naturally.
kind of
suited for.
agree with you.
Could it be Alexi?
I don't think so.
I don't think that Alexi's going to be
I
the
don't think
captain.
so.
He's
Like,
much more of a soft-spoken, I think, like lead by example
I like the
kind of
Mihai
player.
shout. Miggy kind of feels like just by default, like his history with the club, and you kind of got to make him captain. Is he the perfect one? No. Concerns with Jay are totally valid. He's super young. Do you put that on him? Could he do it? He's a vibes guy. Like, there's not like an obvious, like, yeah, Parky type, and we haven't had that since him in my argument or in my opinion. Larry as well. But just haven't had that obvious, really, really obvious captain. And if Mickey's comfortable, then cool, great.
I think that
the other. Go ahead, Amy.
No, I was just going to
Sorry.
say, I think that may be another reason why the rumor around Fafa Pico is interesting.
Oh, we
because
forgot
I
to
think
talk
they're-
about Fafa. Yep, seems like it's
I
happening.
could see
I'm
them
literally
trying to
looking it up right now.
Tom Bogert.
That
Is
was
it
my
a done
next
deal?
statement.
Is it a done deal? Or
No,
not
I'm
a done
just
deal?
looking.
Okay.
If
It
that
says it's per report.
Yeah.
So I mean, if
It's
that
awful.
pans out, I could see that as another guy that you're bringing in with a lot of veteran MLS experience to kind of anchor until your captain emerges, right? Because
Yeah.
that's another thing is like you're truly rebuilding, right, this team and starting from the bottom. And so I'm okay, like you said, Jen, if we start off at Miggy and it's working, great. But if it's a bridge to the next guy, that would make some sense to me given
I
where we're
really
at.
would love to see us actually and maybe this is a thing I know the league doesn't do, but there's no rule on the books that says we can't do it. I would love to see an NHL like structure where we have a C and two A's, designated two A's. Because if I was going to do that, then you can give Miggy the C without giving him all the pressure of the C, other than being the person that has to physically speak to the refs on the pitch. But then I would have tapped J and I would tap Saba as your A's.
Saba was my only other thought.
Because I think they're energy guys. Saba is definitely a vibes guy. He's got that Atlanta swagger about him when he's out of his head and not having to play all over the place. And I don't see how you don't start rewarding some of these homegrown kids, whether they're still with us or not. But I don't see how you don't start rewarding some of these homegrown kids that really are the ones here for the badge.
But I just don't think that you put a captain's armband on them. That's the only difference. Like,
But that's why you have it
but I
really. It's
also
not the
feel very
armband.
strongly. I also feel very strongly that you don't need to have a captain's armband to be a leader on the field and to make your presence felt. If that's the guy that you are, I see something different with Saba. I all respect, love him. I've never seen him as a captain with this team, just personally. But I get it. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm just saying the Spanish quotient on this team has increased in the offseason. And that's leads me
That's a Tata
towards
influence right there. Has to be.
right.
I will say we've gotten better in the pretty department too.
Agree.
Yeah.
There you go.
Agree.
That's what matters.
Is that a good note to end it on?
Let's end on the pretty note.
The pretty
That we're
quotient
pretty
is
again.
up.
Make Atlanta pretty.
Make Atlanta pretty again. We're there.
We're going to play it pretty for Atlanta.
Play it pretty for Atlanta. All right.
Play it pretty for
There you go.
Atlanta.
I like that better.
Well,
Yeah.
we're going to be
I don't want
back
the other reference.
we're going to play in 6 days. I think we'll still record Sunday night. Yeah, probably not Saturday night after the game. We'll see.
Probably
Sunday
not.
night.
Probably just record
Sunday
Sunday
night.
So we're going to
You
I will
got to
probably
allow
be
for the
drunk Saturday
libations
night.
to flow.
Yes.
hopefully they're happy libations and
One would
not
hope.
the sad variety.
That's right.
We've paid our dues. Just start the season off with a win.
My liver needs a break this season, boys.
All right, y'all. Thank you very
Happy
much.
tears only.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you listening, and we're happy to be
We're
back.
looking forward to having fun this season, win or
We're gonna
lose.
have a
Right.
good time, man. We're gonna have a good time this season. We always do. Even through the tough times last year, and it falls to me to bring the optimism. I guess this year. This is my new role.
God, Glenn the
We're
optimist.
all
Here we
trying on
go.
new hats.
Yeah.
It's a new day.
Yeah, if it's gonna fit a little snug at first, it's gonna be a little comfortable, but I'll get used to it. I'll get that thing worn in. All right, y'all. We will be back in a week's time to talk about the match with San Jose, isn't it? Isn't that our first?
No,
No,
it's
Oh, it's
Cincinnati.
Cincy. But San Jose is week 2, yeah?
Yes, San Jose hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
San Jose is week 2. Jennifer's running away. She's going to go look at a calendar. I knew we were playing San Jose.
Yeah, it's Cincy followed by San Jose, and
Yep.
then we've got our home opener
Yep.
against
No,
Real
Jennifer had to
Salt
get
Lake.
something.
I just need you to know that I am totally ready
Oh
for
my
our
God,
match this
Skyline
week.
Chili.
Oh,
You have a can of
jeez.
Skyline Chili?
A can of it.
Why?
What
It was
could
on
make it
sale at
worse
Kroger.
except to can it?
It's delicious. I'm going to eat it on spaghetti with cheese
Where are
and onions.
you?
And
You know what? I don't want to know.
No,
I
don't
don't want to
wanna
be
know.
wherever
At
you are.
Kroger,
Wherever
because
you're eating
Kroger
that,
is
I
a
don't want to
Cincinnati
be.
company. They always have this. It's great. Yay.
Y'all, we'll be back in a week's time here. Keep your friends away from Skyline Chili. Thanks very much for listening.